Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my favorite product from one of my favorite brands, which is The Ordinary. You guys love a video from The Ordinary. If I review one of the products, they are always my most viewed videos, and I don't blame you because The Ordinary is flipping brilliant. I think it's such an amazing brand, not only because it just turned the whole skincare industry upside down. People that weren't into skincare got into skincare because everyone was talking about it and people could just give it a go because it was affordable and everything was so potent. So, you know, it really shows results in the skin. So I feel like I think it, on some level, it changed the world, which sounds so dramatic, but it really, really did. And I know that when people kind of talk negatively about The Ordinary, a lot of people go absolutely nuts. There's another skincare channel that I watch called, I think it's called Mixed Makeup or something, and they have this particular person who talks about skincare, and I love her videos. She does reaction videos and all different stuff, and she's really, really knowledgeable. But she did a video on The Ordinary, and you could kind of tell by her body language from the get-go that she just didn't like the brand. It's almost, I sensed that it seemed like it irritated her. So even though she did, you know, mention some valid compliments about the brand, she also kind of suggested some things that she didn't like and how perhaps it was like not as always as good value for money as you think it is. And the amount of dislikes the video got, and, you know, comments from people being really unhappy about the video. And I completely understood. I actually left a comment myself because I think that what we all need to remember is we've all got different budgets, and there are some people out there that really haven't got very much money to spend on anything other than, you know, the basic things in life, you know, that sustain us. So a brand like The Ordinary has been so incredibly amazing because it's just allowed so many people that have got really bad skin conditions that can really make them feel crap about themselves. The Ordinary was one of the first brands that really allowed them, with ingredients like salicylic acid, retinol, niacinamide, those particular ingredients allowed them to really improve the condition of their skin. And it has worked for thousands and thousands of people that wouldn't normally be able to afford the types of products that would actually treat those conditions or go to see an expert, and it's helped them. So that's why I think that there's such a beloved fan base from this brand, and anyone that kind of has anything negative to say tends to get hung, drawn and quartered. So yeah, that's my kind of initial thoughts on the brand. I love it. I think it's great. You guys obviously get that now, so I will get started with my some of my favorite products that I've tried from the range and that I continue to use again and again, and that I also can highly recommend to you guys. Okay, so the first one I'll get out really quickly because I speak about it all the time and it actually bores me. It's Marine Hyaluronics. I know some of you are like, yeah, here we go again. I love it. It's an excellent non-sticky hydrating serum that will keep the most dehydrated skin hydrated. My boyfriend Christian started using it recently. I recommended it to him. His skin has been really bad. He works outdoors as a photographer a lot, and his skin can get really parched even though he wears SPF every single day, SPF 50, and he calls it mermaid tears because it's really, really helped keep his skin hydrated. He uses sometimes up to half a pipette of it, and his skin was that dehydrated that it just like sucked it in. And it worked, but it's not sticky and it really kind of absorbs into the skin. So that is incredible. The second one that I'm going to talk about that I think is really amazing, and I think it's the one serum that critics of The Ordinary don't criticize, and that's Buffa. Because a lot of people that criticize The Ordinary and skincare experts or people that have their own brand complain that they're single note ingredients and that's not enough. You need a serum with all different benefits in. You can't just use something else. Well, you can use something else, just one thing in my opinion, because some people aren't using anything. So if you're using just hyaluronic acid or just niacinamide or just vitamin C, that's still going to have a benefit on your skin. But these kind of skeptics often say that the one serum that they're behind or that they don't disagree with The Ordinary is Buffa. And that is really good because it's got peptides and it's got hyaluronic acid in it. And if The Ordinary had never been invented, thank you, Brandon, that type of serum, you know, before the industry has changed to what it has now, would be so expensive because it's really, really good. It will, you know, I love it because the first time I used it, I wasn't really using peptides that much, and it really just plumped up my skin. It's like someone had like injected my forehead with like water slightly. It kind of just, it just really plumped it up, and it's a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant serum. And a lot of people that are unsure of, you know, where to get started, if they're going to try one thing from The Ordinary, I usually recommend Buffa. Another add-on from Buffa is the Buffa with copper peptides. I remember when that launched and everyone was like, I think it's like £28, and everyone was like, oh, it's changed, they're not affordable anymore, they've tricked us, now they've waited for us to get, you know, become huge fans of the brand, and now they're making it really expensive. But copper peptides are, from what I know, an expensive ingredient to formulate with, and they were able to put it into The Ordinary Buffa to add it to that. It's still expensive, but they were able to negotiate a more affordable price to be able to get it in, because they were ordering so much with the copper amino isolate serum. You can then barter down with the prices to get something slightly lower. I think that the benefits of that is that it will just, copper peptides keep the skin in a constant state of repair, so your skin is constantly healing itself, and that is just good for the overall health of the skin. And that is the benefit that I notice from using it, is that my skin just generally looks better and healthier. My most popular video ever on this channel, and it's one of the, I think it was like the second or third video I ever did, and it's really, it's really kind of like dodgy basically, and it's had the most views, but that was the L-Ascorbic acid powder from The Ordinary, and I think that is absolutely brilliant. It's complicated because, you know, a lot can go wrong with it, because you basically have got an ingredient that's incredibly powerful, and you're mixing it yourself. So there's a lot that you need to be careful of when using this. But if you get it right, and you know how to get it right, and you know your skin, and you don't go bonkers, then being able to freshly mix your own vitamin C serum is the best way to use it. And to be able to get that at like around £5, if anything, you get too much of it because it just goes sticky and the air gets to it before you manage to finish the tub. But it's brilliant. I think that vitamin C is so unstable, so to be able to get the pure L-Ascorbic acid powder and mix it with, you know, some resveratrol and Freulich Acid, which you can also get from The Ordinary, is just brilliant. I had to quickly interrupt the video because I forgot to add two products that I really, really love. The first one is the Retinol 1% in Squalane, which is an excellent, excellent retinol. It's strong enough that you can feel it working on the skin. They also have much milder versions if you're a retinol newbie. The Squalane is nice and moisturizing on the skin. I'd said before that I didn't really like it that much on its own, but when you use it at night in combination with the retinol, it is okay. And I think that it's a really good retinol when you compare it to much more expensive retinol products. The second one that I forgot to mention that I absolutely love is the Amino Acids. That is a really good hydrating serum, but it will also help with the skin's barrier function, which is just a vital key to skin health. So it's a nice alternative to the marine hyaluronics if you've been using that for a while and you want something as an alternative, so you don't keep using the same product over and over again, but you want that water-like texture, hydration in the skin, then amino acids is an amazing alternative. Some of you might be wondering if the cleanser is a favourite, and I think that the cleanser is an excellent cleanser. I just really don't like the packaging. I don't like that tube. You have to cut it open, otherwise there's loads left in it that's very, very difficult to squeeze out, and that just really puts me off the product. I don't like the small container. I know that they're going to do a large tube, normal sized amount, but that just kind of puts it off. So that's not, unfortunately, going to be in my favourites. And then another one that I think is a favourite for a lot of people, but I haven't tried it. Another two actually are probably niacinamide and salicylic acid. I know people with congested skin, acne, breakouts swear by that, and it's literally transformed so many people's skin. I just haven't personally used those products, but I know that they're generally kind of firm favourites for a lot of people. I think some of the really amazing ones that I really, really do love are the antioxidants, because they're so powerful and just really, really good. I love the I think it's called EUK. They've got one called that. I always forget the name of this because it's such a bizarre name. That is a really amazing antioxidant that basically regenerates itself on your skin, so it can continue to like mop up and scavenge those free radicals throughout the day, because sometimes antioxidants will kind of lose their power over time, and antioxidants are just really good they basically power up your SPF. So if you're wearing an antioxidant and then you put the SPF on top, it will just make it go that little bit further, which protects your skin against the sun and UV rays. Antioxidants are also really, really good for pollution. Most people, even if you're not living in a major city, pollution will still be in the air wherever you are, unless you live in the middle of the jungle, you know, miles and miles and miles away from any kind of road. So basically we all need to be using an antioxidant. And another really good one is the Pycnogenol, which I recently reviewed. I'll actually link that. Actually, there's a playlist from The Ordinary. I'm going to link that in the description box with lots and lots of different individual reviews. But the Pycnogenol is really, really good because it mixes well with like all the different other serums, but it also works very well with vitamin C, because it can help like regenerate vitamin C and keep it going within the skin. So basically vitamin C is also a great antioxidant. So all of those things together in combination with your SPF will just be really, really powerful for the skin. And my experience using the EUK and also the Pycnogenol is that they both give my skin a really, really nice glow. The other one that's also really good is the Freulich Acid, and I always forget the name of this, the resveratrol and Freulich Acid. When you mix that in combination with the pure vitamin C powder, it's kind of like the best chance you've got of mimicking the CE Freulich serum from SkinCeuticals, which is very, very expensive. The last and final favourite product I'm going to talk about from The Ordinary that I think is really, really amazing is the natural moisturising factors. That is just an excellent moisturiser. I think that it suits all different skin types. I know that it's really popular with men because it almost has a slightly matte finish to it that is just incredible on the skin. It's got amino acids in, so it will help with the skin's natural barrier function. It's got hyaluronic acid in, so it's just a really good, simple, fragrance-free, all-round moisturiser that will just offer surface hydration in the best possible way. I'm sure you guys have definitely got some of your favourite Ordinary products to add to the conversation. Let me know which products from The Ordinary are your favourite and why. I hope that you thought this video was fun. If you've got any suggestions for future videos and anything that's not necessarily skin related, so if you have any ideas of lifestyle topics that I could cover in addition to skincare, that would be really, really good as well, because I'm kind of generally interested in just like lifestyle as well as just skincare, but I'm not always sure which other topics you guys are open to. So if they're is anything that you would like me to create, then let me know and I can definitely consider it for the future. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you very soon in the next one.